Yo, what is up, welcome back to another episode of Planet Coaster 2, and today we are going to build a wooden roller coaster, this Goliath over here, and it's called Zues, as you can see, but I really wanted to test out the mythological pieces, and see what kind of mythological themed I can build, and this is a preview of it here. This isn't the final, but as you can see, I got a little lagoon over here with some waterfalls coming over the rocks. I like the way the light looks at night with the fire torches. But yeah, if you want to come watch this time lapse of how I built this, let's get into it. Alright, so this is the right side of the park here. It's pretty empty, so we're gonna have to put something. I want to put a wooden rolling coaster wrapping this river over here. It's gonna sort of resemble, it's gonna have El Toro vibes. That's what I'm going for. So I'm thinking we're gonna definitely go in this area here, and I'm gonna bring the lift hill back towards the entrance of the park so you can see the name of the roller coaster as you enter the park. I think it'll be pretty dope and iconic to see that. I always go for the scenery vibe, so yeah, I'm gonna put it here. Alright, you want to put a long train because long trains and wooden coasters are the best. And I'm going for that El Toro vibe, so you know the last seat is going to be the best seat. And we're not going to go too high, you know, we just want to have a nice solid first drop and a lot of speed. Nice tight turn, and we're going to drop straight down. And when you build wooden roller coasters, the main thing is just making sure that it's smooth and pretty seamless. Wooden coasters are rough as is, so you want to just make sure your transitions are pretty smooth and your hills aren't going straight up and down, but also getting a nice bit amount of airtime. I think I might want to take this hill up a little bit more. This is the first hill where we're going 24 meters, and I think we're dropping from 37. So let's bring it up a little bit more. You want the first hill to be your largest hill, and 27 is perfect. I decided that we're going to hug the river here, so we're going to do a slight turn up into a banking, I guess, air hill. Sort of like I said, like on El Toro. If you ever rode El Toro on Six Flags Great Adventure, it has kind of the same thing. And then we're going to swoop down into a helix for some speed and some lateral airtime here, some lateral G's. The elements on wooden coasters, I mean, I don't even know why they have them, but yeah, we're not going to use any of those. They look awful. So yeah, we're going to pull here, come down the hill, speeding through, getting some nice lateral G's, and then we're going to get our first head chopper moment as we tuck right underneath this second hill. Definitely sort of like El Toro. I mean, I'm not trying to make it like El Toro, but I mean, the layout's just working out this way. So we're going to come on the outside, get some head chopper moments right there, and then drop down for a nice bunny hill before we turn back around. Okay, so let me smoothen all that out. I want to bring that hill up a little. I don't want it to be so flat, but we could always fix that later. So like I said, we're going to have another hill right here, short hill. This is going to be an airtime hill. If you don't have restraints on, you're definitely going to get kicked out of the seat in that hill. That's going to be pure ejector right there. Alright, some more head choppers as we helix around. And for our last major hill here, this is going to be the last major airtime hill here. I think I want to make that a little higher, but let's see how the spacing works. Yeah, we're going to make it a little bit higher because this is going to be the last hill of the ride, so you want it to go out with a bang. Actually, second thought, I'm going to mess up my whole courtyard if I do that. I'm going to have to come tight to the station, which will be fun. You know, I love swooping by the stations, getting those views from the queue line as the roller coaster flies by. That's so amazing. We're going to come by on our side, helix straight through, get some nice speed as we come through here, and pretty much that's going to be it. We're going to turn back and find our way back to the station here. And ways I like to find out my path back is I'll just hit autocomplete and see what autocomplete gives me, and then I'll work from there. So we could definitely go underneath it. You see, autocomplete's a little wonky. You give me that hill there. I don't want that hill. And bam, there we go. I'm gonna work on realism as well. So this is my first pass on these rides and roller coasters. I've been doing changes as I go, and I definitely want to put some tracks where you store your train. But I mean, it's not important right now. We're gonna do that later. I just gotta figure out a spot for it. But yeah, let's see how we go. We'll smooth out the turns and the edges, and let's test it out to make sure it works. We'll test it out as I smooth out the ride. And there we go. Nice long train, beautiful. Up the first hill, around the second. Whip blowing, okay. So far so good. That last hill there is a little bit slow. I don't know, I might want to keep it like that, but it works out. Bring it down just a little bit there. Perfect. I might bring that hill back up later, I don't know. Like I said, this is the first start of the rides. And this is the queue. I don't borrow you guys with the queue, I just show you what I come out with. Like I said, I want to have a courtyard area right before you go into the ride, not a long queue. I found this pre-made arch. I'm definitely going to use it for pieces. I'm not going to keep it this way. It just goes up way too high. It's too colossal. But I do like the size of the arch, and since this is a Greek god, you know, size does matter, right? So here we go, just naming out the sign here, Zeus. I was thinking about flipping the Z, but it definitely didn't look well. And now we'll build out the station. I'm definitely going for like a Roman cathedral type vibe, I guess. Open air. I don't want it to be enclosed. Most wooden roller coasters I'm on has a nice open station. So this is what we're gonna go for here. So I'm gonna start putting these pillars all around, and that's gonna be the support for the roof. I wanted to put one in the middle as well on the left side, but the station's right there, and then also we have the train coming right there as well. So I don't know how I'm going to work that out yet. I found these like justice tiles that were perfect going across. I'm going to keep this whole station marble. So now you see I'm just going through all the mythological pieces, seeing what I like, seeing where I could put, what I could use. And we definitely want to have an archway for the train entrance and exit into the station. I found these nice gold column toppers. They looked pretty well for the aesthetic. I tried to put the station there, but it's kind of hitting the train, so I decided not to do that. We might have to put a small one that maybe just sits on the station itself, but I'm not worried about it. We have the gold roof here, which matches the gold toppers, and we're just gonna keep building out this station. It's not gonna be nothing crazy. Like I said, I want the sides open. I want you to be able to see from the outside in and from the inside out as well. So I found these huge stones to fill in the gaps, and I'm just trying to close in the top. I took a smaller pillar, like I said, I put it right to the station just because it was looking weird not having one there, so I definitely wanted to have one there. And now we're enclosing the bottom. And I've definitely come back and I've touched this up. What we're going to do is, I think I have one, well, I don't think, I know. I have one more roller coaster I want to show you, and then that will be about half the park already taken. And we'll do a little walkthrough on half of the park, and we'll do it like a review, like a real park, you know what I mean? There's a first person mode in this game that's freaking awesome. So I definitely want to show you the work that I've done on this project. It's really been a massive project. We're going for sort of like a Six Flags type of vibe, because that's one of my favorite parks. So, you know, Six Flags is not great on theming. They don't really go all out with their theming, but you know, it's a mixture between Universal and Six Flags with this, as I'm going all out with this. Like Six Flags, they theme around the ride. They don't really have whole theme sections, and that's just the vibe I'm going with this park, and I can't wait to show you guys what I've done so far. So if you find that interesting, don't forget to hit that subscribe to join the journey on SimmyLand. Okay, so as we just fit out the courtyard here, I think we're pretty much done with the station for now. I do come back and add a little bit more to the station, and I don't know if I put it in this video, but I guess we'll just have to come to find out. Now, oddly enough, they have this pre-made statue of Poseidon, and my ride's called Zeus, so I think I'm just going to take out his trident and, you know, say it's Zeus. So now we're putting rocks around. The rocks really look good with the whole mythological Roman Greek Empire type vibe. So we're just trying to put rocks around, put some flowers, give a nice courtyard type of look. I painted the ground sand, as you can see. And then I just started putting these torches. These torches really started looking good at night. So I just added those for the vibe. Okay, we skipped forward a little bit. I forgot to start recording. This is the second day here. But as you can see, the courtyard's coming out pretty nice. Just starting to lay out the rocks to make it look like, you know, pile of boulders around. I might take the statue, move it. Actually, I am moving it because it was just deterring away from the Zeus statue. So I took that in the corner, and we're just gonna put some beautiful rocks all over the place. You know what I mean? Make it look beautiful, pretty much. I don't want an empty spot in this courtyard. The white rocks with the sand, it's a great combination. So then I found these weeds here, and they fit perfectly in the rocks to make it look like weeds are growing through it. So I started adding that all around. It just adds a nice realism touch. Okay, so then I decided to take this plan, take this entrance to the station pieces from it to add to my station. These pillars were a nice gold touch to the trim. And now we're adding it to the other side. And it's really starting to come together. It's really starting to look like something. See, I wanted the station to be the big thing you see when you come in, and the courtyard entrance was just too big, so that's why I took the stuff off of the top and added it to the station. And still, the entrance is still pretty big, as you can see. Those columns are huge, but I really don't want to make it any smaller. Started adjusting my little pond here, my waterfalls. I took the sprinklers out because, I mean, it was just a little too much on both sides. I wanted the focus to be on the waterfall, not on the sprinklers on the left, so we're going to get rid of those. Sometimes less is more, especially when you're trying to make things look real. And as you see when I come back through, there's certain things I've deleted, some trees I've deleted, some trees I've moved. I didn't want anything to take away from the Zeus statue. I want that to be the first thing you see when you come in, if not the station entrance, because you already see the whole ride, the whole walk from the entrance here. So just putting a little bit of dressing on the station. Those curtains were looking real nice. Put a little bit of the hanging knot on that station entrance, and now we're just hanging rags to hide the rafters. Just give it a nice little touch. This ride, all in all, probably took me about 4 hours from start to finish, and 2 days all together. But it was definitely, wooden roller coasters are pretty easy and fun to build, so you don't really have to think about, you know, what inversions you want to do. All you know is you're doing airtime and lateral G's. So I really focused hard on the scenery here. These statues here I took from the floor. I figured they'll look a little better up on the top. I think in the final product I got rid of them because, again, the entrance was just a little too big. And here we go. This is going to be the final product for this video, at least. Like I said, when we do our halfway walkthrough in a future video, we will definitely see how this area has progressed. But I mean, look at this. This looks phenomenal. This roller coaster looks epic. And I think I actually changed the paint of the wooden coaster to white. so you'll see that in a future video. But for now, because sometimes I like the regular plain wooden look on my wooden coasters, but the white was just doing so well with this actual area. So there goes my handkerchief, got it on both sides, got a reef coming over, and bam, the inside of the courtyard really looks nice. We got our Poseidon statue. I'm gonna take out his trident so it'll be Zeus, or I should just change the name of the roller coaster to Poseidon. I don't know, let me know in the comments, but I'm thinking I'm gonna stick with Zeus. The flowers, the roses, the colors. Why are they going in the wrong direction? Everything is just going together well. Oh wait, no, I'm going in the wrong direction. We gotta go this way. So the queue pretty much just goes around the courtyard and right up to the station. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy. And I've noticed like roller coasters don't really get long queues. People, they rather ride flat rides. Even if you take off guest preferences, they still rather the flat rides. Yeah, but let's head over and see if we could catch the coaster passing through the queue, get that epic shot. I mean, that's exactly what I was looking for here as we take a look at Poseidon's butt. Oh, here it comes. Oh, beautiful. That's so dope. So dope. Love that. So if the line ever does fill up, but it doesn't look like it, I mean, I do have 2 large cars, so I don't know. In Planet Coaster 1, it seemed like the queues filled up. Oh, you got a rock here. Let's take this rock out now. Yeah, in Planet Coaster 1, it seemed like the queues filled up a lot more. The only rides I see where that fill up are the flat rides. Yeah, but we get a nice little view up, over top view of my courtyard that I think came together pretty well. And without any further ado, let's ride Zeus, baby. Thanks folks for joining me on another episode of Planet Coaster on this time lapse. But let me know what you guys want to see. Would you rather see time lapse videos, or do you want to see me build live? The world is yours. But I have a couple more videos planned out. Like I said, I have one roller coaster I've already built out, so don't forget it. Don't miss out. Hit that subscribe so you don't miss out on that video. It's going to be a freaking epic roller coaster. I can't wait for you guys to see it. But yeah, that's about it. I'll leave you guys with the story of Zeus. Thanks so much, guys. Peace.